Alrighty, hello Salva. Thanks for joining me today. Obviously, I'm Ben. I'll be guiding you through this session. So we're here to test the usability of NCAA D2 men's rankings section of the United Soccer Coaches Poll website. The goal is to understand how you interact with the site and identify any areas that can be improved. We're going to test a specific rankings website. Like I mentioned, there's no right or wrong answers, and your honest feedback is invaluable. So feel free to share your thoughts as you go. Session's going to take about a half hour. I'm going to ask you to complete a couple tasks while speaking out loud about what you're doing and thinking. This is going to help me understand your thought process. So with your permission, we'll record the session to capture your interactions and comments. This recording is only going to be used for research purposes and won't be shared outside the project. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Perfect. Do you have any questions before we start?
No.
Great. So I'm actually going to ask you a couple things before we truly begin. So can you tell me a bit about your experience with soccer or sports websites in general?
Well, normally I visit some website to see like the scores of the more professional leagues, like in basketball, soccer, but nothing more. That's just to see the results of the games.
Fair enough. That's pretty common for a lot of people. So how often do you look up sports rankings or team information, like on a weekly basis?
Normally every day or like 2 days, more or less. Because if I look to soccer, probably I search something about the NBA, so probably all days.
Okie dokie. So multiple times, over 7 times a week. So what devices do you typically use to do that? Are you going through your laptop, cell phone, maybe a tablet, or?
Normally my mobile phone, my smartphone.
Okay, that's what I figured. So now we're just going to go through, you could say, some hypotheticals or different scenarios, and I'm going to get your answers on each of them. So let's assume and pull up a browser for the rest of these tasks, if you don't mind. Let's assume you're going to go ahead and try to find NCAA Division II men's soccer rankings. Just go ahead through any of the operating systems or websites to search Division II men's soccer rankings, and then when you navigate, try to find say 2 different pages, and let me know when you get there.
Okay, I'm searching one. Okay, I got it.
You got 2?
Yeah.
Wow, awesome, that was quick. So was it easy to find those rankings? Did you find it pretty easy? I'd say so.
Yeah.
What did you search up? What was your search terminology, just out of curiosity?
Well, I searched just NCAA D2 men's soccer rankings, and they appears multiple websites.
Alrighty. Was this process confusing at all trying to find any of these websites, or was it pretty straightforward?
What?
Easy?
Yeah.
That's what I figured. So let's do the next one. So imagine you wanted to learn about the top 10 teams in NCAA Division II men's soccer. On those websites, go ahead and look at the table and share any insights or things that you have gathered about the rankings. Was it easy to find the top 10 teams in the country? This could be any given week. Was it easy to find the top 10 teams? Was the table easy to determine them from the rest of the teams in the country? Did it meet your expectations? Stuff like that. And before we go further, what are the 2 websites that you're using?
Well, to be honest, one is too much easy because they appear like the ranking of all the country, and the other one is about the regions. So it's more easy. One that appears every team of all the countries, all the teams, all the universities, because you can see the real 10 best universities with the best rankings, and with the other one you need to compare every region, so it's a little bit difficult, no?
Okay. And which website was that it was difficult on?
The difficult ones in the NCAA web, in the official
NCAA
one.
website,
Yeah.
division. Okay. Fair enough. What about the United Soccer Coaches poll? Was that one a little easier as far as trying to find the
Yeah,
top
this
10
is the other
teams?
one that it's on, and it's too much easy because they upper like all the 25 rankings, so it's more easy,
Hmm.
you know, to see the ranking, the victories, the so I think it's more easy than the other one.
Okay, fair enough. Um, and then kind of answer my next question. If it was easy to interpret, so you'd prefer the United Soccer Coaches poll over the NCAA website in that regard, is what
Yeah,
it sounded like.
yeah.
Okay. So next, let's say you're interested in trying to identify teams that have moved up and down, or up or down, I should say, from week to week in these polls that we're looking at. Um, how would you go about doing that first? Is there an easy way to figure out who's moved up from one week to the next?
To be honest, I don't find nothing. Let's see. Oh yeah, in the official, in the NCAA official, I think you cannot search like per week, like if some university go up or down.
Mm-hmm.
But in the coaches, yeah, you can see like the poll 6, poll 7, like every week. So you can see how was the if any university go down up or down. So
Okay.
I think this website is more complete and more easy to find anything.
Okay. So the United Soccer Coaches poll was a lot easier to kind of determine who's moved
Yeah.
up and down. As compared to the NCAA, fair enough. Was it pretty easy, or do you have to go back and forth, like you said, to determine the polls?
In the NCAA, did you ask me?
Either or. Um, would you have to go like from week to week, like you said, for the polls to determine who's moved up and down? Basically, can you on the website does it say, hey, this team's moved up this amount of ranks, or this team's moved down this amount of ranks from week to week, or do you have to kind of do that yourself, or is that an easy process? Is kind of what I'm asking.
No, you need to do like go a week, like in the poll one, poll two, poll three, and you need to compare like you need to compare by yourself. Doesn't matter if this team or position was the last week.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So next one, let's say you're interested in learning something more specific about any of these teams that are in a ranking.
Mhm.
Let's do a hypothetical. Let's say you're like an American student, a high school student, like a junior or a senior, and you're looking at these rankings because you're wanting to go and play in college. And there's a couple teams that you're trying to get recruited by or that you're interested in learning about more, and you're looking at these polls, like the websites that you're on right now, and you want to find out more information about the team, the coaches, et cetera, et cetera. Um, how would you find additional information about said teams, like like I said, their coaching staff or recent performances, maybe even last season's results, from the websites, the coaches polls that we're on?
Yes, to be honest, you
Or
cannot
is it
do
possible?
that because you cannot click in the university and go like in the website. So if you want to search or to find anything else about the university of the team, you need to go in you need to go to Google or something and search by yourself. So like I really appreciate if you can click in the university and you can see more stats or more something,
Mm-hmm.
but now you cannot do it. So you need to go by yourself to search again for example, Lynn University, you need to go to put Lynn University soccer team, NCAA, or something like that in the website, and go to the university web. So it's a little bit difficult, and you lost too much time. It could be easier if you can click the university and appears more statistic or something, no?
Okay. So there's no like links on the page to get from
No, no,
the poll to the team's pages or anything like that.
no.
Is that
Why you can find it?
is that the same on both websites?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no hyperlinks to the pages, so you'd have to search yourself to find more information about them.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously you encountered some challenges because you'd have to do all that on your own, do some self searching to find more information, which is a little upsetting, or whatever terminology you want to use, because you'd like to be able to do that from said page. So let's say you're accessing the same information on your smartphone. So at the moment, could you pull out your smartphone and navigate to the two pages that you were using on your laptop? Could you do the same on your cell phone, please? And let me know when you're done with that.
Okay, you're ready.
Got them both?
Yeah.
Perfect. So when you pulled it out, or pulled them up rather, on your smartphone, first off, are you using Android, Samsung, iOS, Apple?
Apple, yeah.
Okay.
iPhone.
So firstly, was there a difference at all from the desktop to the mobile? Was the size a little different? Did the website look any different at all from the mobile?
The size is different.
Like the text size? Obviously, the size of the page is going to be a little bit smaller.
The table is different. Like,
how so? Can you explain that a little further? What's different about the table?
In the smartphone, yeah, for my opinion, you can see too much better in the computer. In the smartphone, inside the size is small. It's more difficult to find anything that if you want to search another thing to switch the week or something, it appears different. Also, the ranking, like the victories and losses and the ties, appears inside to appear in this way, appears like
horizontal. It's vertical. Okay.
Yeah. So it's hard, no? You know if
it's
a win or lose. So yeah, it's worse than the computer.
Okay. And which website is that?
It's worse in the coaches.
In the coaches poll? What about the NCAA website? Is that one kind of had the same issues?
It's different, but not so bad. Okay. More or less, you can say similar on the computer.
All right. So it's pretty compatible for a mobile device. The NCAA website is, but the United Coaches Soccer poll is not so much. That's what it sounds like with the sizing and stuff, or the table that you were looking at on the phone.
Yeah, it's also for me the worst thing is the size on the table.
Okay.
You cannot see everything.
So the NCAA website was a lot easier on your website or the mobile device. Okay, cool. While you were scrolling through each on your phone, was the experience kind of awkward or difficult outside of trying to read the table? Was there anything else that may have been, like, were links a little different in different areas? Was it harder to use besides trying to read the table, or was that kind of the biggest issue that you saw?
On the NCAA, no, it's everything very similar to the computer, just only the size. And in the coaches, yeah, the links appear a little bit strange. I don't know why, but it's a bit hard.
Okay.
Not only on the table and the ranking, also the links are a little bit harder, yeah, to click in on the links, and that's it.
Okay. Fair enough. So now that we've kind of gone through all of this, what's your overall thoughts on the coaches poll website? Let's just do the desktop version first, and
Okay.
then tell me what you liked about it. What was your favorite part? And we'll do the same for the NCAA second.
Okay, so in the coaches in the computer is the most part I like is that you can switch the weeks and you can see the difference between the rankings if one university go down or up. For me, it's the best thing, and also you can see like the best 25 from the whole country. For me, it's the best part of this website.
Mm-hmm.
In the NCAA, the best part is you can see everything good in the computer than in the smartphone. So for me, the best part. It's
Okay.
easy to look at the thing that you are finding that the national rankings is more easy in the coaches, but the form that you can see like the website is more access, more easy to you the NCAA.
Okay. Well, what about the NCAA site did you like? Was there anything in particular that it had that made it better, or yeah, just better
The in the
than
NCAA in the
Coach's Poll?
smartphone, also the table is the same as the computer. You can go to the right, you can go to the left, you can see all the complete table. Than in the coaches is harder because they try to create the table in the size of the screen of the smartphone, and it's hardest to find everything, and you cannot see everything good.
Okay. So I know you kind of answered it a little bit, but elaborate a little more on what frustrated you on each site and what could kind of be improved upon from just the few minutes that you were on each.
Okay, so in NCAA, I say that it will improve to see to if you can see all the ranking, all the universities in a one ranking. Know that in the four region because if you want to see that which university has the best one in the whole country, this you're gonna spend most time that's comparing who has the best ranking. So that's for me the first thing that I will change in this website. And the size is good, the table is good, you have almost all the information, and yeah, also the links. If you want to see anything more information about one university or one team, that if you can click the university and appears more statistic and results, it could be easier and better. And in the coaches, the thing that I like most is that you can see the whole ranking, all the countries, and you can navigate about the first week, the second week, third weeks. You can see the evaluation of the ranking in all the competition, all the weeks. But I probably changed like the vision of on the smartphone. The size of the table is very disgusting. I don't like nothing. And yeah, probably be the best thing, and also the same as the other one, the link. If you
Okay.
could change the to click in the link in the university and you see more information, probably it could be better.
Okay. So the links was probably one of the biggest things that you thought could be improved upon in both
Yeah,
websites.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So last couple that I got here for you, is there anything else you kind of expect to find on these pages that maybe you didn't, or that wasn't available outside of the
Yeah,
hyperlinks?
especially the information about the universities. I
Okay.
probably like to see more information about universities, and you cannot say you need to. Like I said before, you need to search by yourself.
Yeah, and not be able to get it to either of the pages from there. Fair enough. Um, So I guess this is a rhetorical question at this point, but if there was one thing you were going to change about it, what would it be?
The information
Hyperlinks.
to universities. Yeah, the links.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for your time and your feedback. This has been really helpful. If you have any additional thoughts or anything like that, please let me know. Any questions before we wrap it up here?
No, everything right. Thank you to you.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time. It's much appreciated. And yeah, thanks again, Salva.
Of course, you're welcome. See you.
Ciao.